So you're a young professional thinking about moving to New York. In this video, I'm talking about the top 5 best Bronx neighborhoods for young professionals, and I'm getting after it right now. This is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in the Bronx, New York, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in the Bronx. My name is Cornell Smith with eXp Realtor. You get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making the move to the Bronx, and we absolutely love it. Whether you move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All information in the description below so help you make a smooth move to the Bronx. So as I mentioned before, I'm talking about the top 5 best Bronx neighborhoods for young professionals. So a little overview about the Bronx. So the Bronx is one of 5 New York City boroughs. The Bronx has a population of about 1.4 million people, making it the 4th most populous New York City borough. So in terms of population size in New York City boroughs, it's Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island. And then a little bit about its location in respect to, other boroughs and other places. To the south of the Bronx, you have my borough, aka the World's Borough, Queens. To the, let's say, southwest of the Bronx, you have Manhattan, aka the city. And then to the north of the Bronx, you have Westchester County, which you could think of as being a suburb of New York City. The Bronx is also home to the New York Yankees, aka the Bronx Bombers, the most winningest professional sports team in North America with 27 MLB World Series championships. And a fun fact, about 25% of the land in the Bronx is parkland or green space. So the Bronx, believe it or not, has more parkland and green space than any other New York City borough. In my Bronx pros and cons video, I mentioned that things like diversity, attractions, having many things to do, parkland and green space are major pluses for the Bronx. And then in my top 5 best Bronx neighborhoods and the 5 most diverse Bronx neighborhood videos, I mentioned that out of all the New York City boroughs, I believe that the Bronx has the most potential for growth. These combinating factors make the Bronx a great place for young professionals looking to move to the New York City area. So here are your top 5 Bronx neighborhoods for young professionals. So at number 5, we have Port Morris. So Port Morris is a neighborhood you could say that's in the southern section of the Bronx. Tangent, but these days they're trying to call us the South Bronx Sobro. So that speaks to the changes and developments that's happening in the Bronx. So back to Port Morris. Port Morris has a population of about 3,011 people. Port Morris is a New York City neighborhood. Living in Port Morris offers a dense urban feel. There are a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and parks in Port Morris. Many families and young professionals live in Port Morris. Depending on traffic and time of day, Port Morris is about a 35-minute drive away from Midtown Manhattan. It's about a 5-minute drive away from Yankee Stadium. And it's about a 25-minute drive away from City Island in the Bronx, which is like an island within the Bronx, so to speak. The median home value in Port Morris is $679,000. Housing options include co-ops, condos, rental apartments, attached and semi-detached single-family and multi-family homes. The cheapest available option being a $299,000 single-family home. At that price point, you could presume the house needs a lot of work being that cheap, and the most expensive property being a $1.7 million 3-family home. And about 6% of Port Morris residents own their homes. The median household income in Port Morris is $58,418. According to niche.com, Port Morris is the 90th most diverse New York City neighborhood out of 227 New York City neighborhoods, and it's the 87th best New York City neighborhood for young professionals. Places to eat in Port Morris. There's Maisonetta, a hip French-Mexican restaurant that prepares creative meat and seafood dishes, plus tacos and cocktails. There's Motley Kitchen, a laid-back cafe with a rooftop deck that offers breakfast and lunch fare, including vegan and veggie options. For nightlife options, there's the Living Room 2, a lounge that's open until 4 a.m., and Bar 47, a nightclub that's open until 2 a.m. There's also the Bronx Brewery, Here you could get beer, empanadas, artisanal pizzas, etc. Parks in Port Morris include Pulaski Park, which offers, fitness equipment, basketball, and handball courts. There's the new Port Morris Waterfront Park, facing the Harlem River. It's located at the foot of the Third Ave Bridge leading to Manhattan. Features lounge chairs and seating to sit back and enjoy the outdoors. Open as late as 1 a.m. In the nearby Mott Haven neighborhood, you could go to St. Mary's Park, which is the largest park in Sobro, aka the South Bronx. St. Mary's Park include recreational facilities, indoor pools, basketball, tennis, handball courts, baseball, soccer, football fields, running tracks, fitness equipment, and dog-friendly areas. At number 4, we have Fieldston. So Fieldston is a private, affluent community neighborhood in the northwestern section of the Bronx. Technically, we say that Fieldston is a part of the Bronx neighborhood of Riverdale. Fieldston has a population of about 6,888 people. Fieldston is a New York City neighborhood. It's seen as one of the best places to live in New York State. Living in Fieldston offers an urban-suburban mixed feel. There are a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and parks in Fieldston. Many young professionals live in Fieldston. Depending on traffic and time of day, Fieldston is about a 40-minute drive away from Midtown Manhattan. It's about a 15-minute drive away from Yankee Stadium. And it's about a 20-minute drive away from City Island. The median home value in Fieldston is $425,281. Housing options include co-ops, condos, single-family homes, multi-family homes, and mansions. The cheapest option being a $235,000 co-op, and the most expensive option being a $6.5 million mansion. And about 49% of Fieldston residents own their homes. The median household income in Fieldston is $106,470. According to niche.com, Fieldston is the 85th best New York City neighborhood for young professionals out of 227 New York City neighborhoods. It's the 37th best New York City neighborhood to live in, and it's the 30th best New York City neighborhood to raise a family in. Places to eat in Fieldston: there's Broadway Joe's Pizza. Here you can get pizza, pasta, gyros, wings, appetizers, dinner, etc. Jake's Steakhouse is an easy-going operation with an upscale atmosphere serving classic grilled meat dishes. There's The Last Stop, a bar offers brunch, happy hour specials, tacos, burgers, wings, cocktails, etc. Open until 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. depending on the day. There's the Tortoise and Hare Bar and Restaurant, offers things like mac and cheese, wings, fries, tacos, burgers, sandwiches, beers, and cocktails. Open until 12 a.m. on the weekend. So Fieldston is essentially right next to Van Cortlandt Park. So Van Cortlandt Park is a 1,146 acre park, which includes things like athletic fields, tennis courts, running tracks, fishing areas, hiking areas, horseback riding trails, barbecuing and picnicking areas, and etc. Van Cortlandt Park is also home to the Van Cortlandt Park Golf Course, which is the oldest publicly recognized golf course in the United States, being around since 1895. At number 3, we have Woodlawn. So Woodlawn is a neighborhood that's in, you could say, the northern section of the Bronx. Woodlawn has a population of about 8,613 people. Woodlawn is a New York City neighborhood. It's seen as one of the best places to live in New York State. Living in Woodlawn offers a dense urban feel. There are many bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and parks in Woodlawn. Many families and young professionals live in Woodlawn. Depending on traffic and time of day, Woodlawn is about a 45-minute drive away from Midtown Manhattan. It's about a 15-minute drive away from Yankee Stadium. And it's about a 20-minute drive away from City Island. The median home value in Woodlawn is $486,045. So home and options include co-ops, condos, single-family, and multi-family homes. Cheapest option being a $139,000 co-op, and the most expensive option being a $938,000 two-family. And about 38% of Woodlawn residents own their homes. The median household income in Woodlawn is $88,746. According to niche.com, Woodlawn is the 82nd best New York City neighborhood to live in out of 227 New York City neighborhoods. It's the 79th best New York City neighborhood to raise a family in, and it's the 78th best New York City neighborhood for young professionals. Places to eat in Woodlawn. There's the Jerk House Caribbean restaurant, primarily focuses on jerk meats. Their famous jerk seasoning is made in-house from scratch using the freshest, authentic ingredients available. You know, a great place for Caribbean cuisine. There's the Kitchen Bronx. Their chefs have 20 years of experience cooking in the finest restaurants. The chefs are excited to present their vision to you, from things like fried chicken to tacos de birria. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Try their fresh cod and chips, with fresh cod being directly sourced from the Fulton Fish Market in the Bronx. There's the Ramblin' House, an Irish pub and restaurant which features delicious casual dining fare, pub classics, and traditional Irish dishes. Open until 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. depending on the day. There's Behan's Public House, a sports bar, open until 4 a.m. So the aforementioned Van Cortlandt Park is right next to Fieldston, but I technically believe that it's in the Woodlawn neighborhood technically. Woodlawn Playground, you could say, is within or part of Van Cortlandt Park. There's Shoelace Park, which is a part of the Bronx River Greenway that runs from East Gun Hill Road to East 230th Street. Shoelace Park features a boat launching site, running, biking trails, playgrounds, and beautiful views of the Bronx River. The Roman Catholic Church of St. Barnabas is the largest church in Woodlawn. This church was founded in 1910. It serves as a major community center for the neighborhood. It's also a center of Irish culture. Side note, Woodlawn has a significant Irish population and Irish culture. At number 2, we have Spuyten Duyvil. Spuyten Duyvil is a neighborhood, you could say, that's in the western or northwestern section of the Bronx. Spuyten Duyvil has a population of about 9,160 people. Spuyten Duyvil is a New York City neighborhood. It's seen as one of the best places to live in New York State. Living in Spuyten Duyvil offers a dense urban feel. There are many bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and parks in Spuyten Duyvil. Many retirees and young professionals live in Spuyten Duyvil. Depending on traffic and time of day, Spuyten Duyvil is about a 45-minute drive away from Midtown Manhattan. It's about a 20-minute drive away from Yankee Stadium, and it's about a 25-minute drive away from City Island. The median home value in Spuyten Duyvil is $361,643. Homing options include co-ops, condos, single-family, multi-family homes, and some mansions. The cheapest option being a $100,000 co-op, and the most expensive option being a $6 million mansion. And about 64% of Spuyten Duyvil residents own their homes. The median household income in Spuyten Duyvil is $112,718. According to Neats.com, Spuyten Duyvil is the 77th best New York City neighborhood for young professionals out of 227 New York City neighborhoods. It's the 10th best New York City neighborhood to live in, and it's the 2nd best New York City neighborhood to raise a family in. Places to eat in Spuyten Duyvil. There's Famous Pizza Express, offers a wide selection of pizza that are sure to please even the pickiest of eaters. There's Moss Cafe, a compact industrial cheap coffee shop with espresso, kosher farmers to table entrees, pastries, and brunch. Nightlife. There's the Bronx Public Bar and Kitchen. Exposed beams and graffiti-covered walls give this bar with a modern American menu a cool edge. Open until 1 a.m. In the nearby Kingsbridge neighborhood, there's the Bronx Ale House. Offers burgers, wings, and hearty sandwiches washed down with a selection of craft beers and a casual saloon. Parks in Spuyten Duyvil include the Spuyten Duyvil Shorefront Park, the Spuyten Duyvil Playground, which offers basketball courts and playgrounds. Henry Hudson Park includes things like baseball fields, basketball, handball courts, and dog-friendly areas. Also features a 16-foot statue of the English explorer and navigator Henry Hudson. So at number 1, the best Bronx neighborhood for young professionals, we have Riverdale. So Riverdale is a neighborhood, you could say, that's in the northwestern section of the Bronx. Riverdale has a population of about 14,437 people. Riverdale is a New York City neighborhood. It's seen as one of the best places to live in New York State. Living in Riverdale offers an urban-suburban mixed feel. There are a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and parks in Riverdale. Many families, young professionals, and retirees live in Riverdale. Depending on traffic and time of day, Riverdale is about a 30-minute drive away from Midtown Manhattan. It's about a 15-minute drive away from Yankee Stadium, and it's about a 20-minute drive away from City Island. The median home value in Riverdale is $481,365. So home options include co-ops, condos, single-family, multi-family homes, some mansions. The cheapest property being a $113,000 co-op. The most expensive being an $8.75 million mansion. And about 48% of Riverdale residents own their homes. The median household income in Riverdale is $117,506. According to niche.com, Riverdale is the 66th best New York City neighborhood for young professionals. It's the 25th best New York City neighborhood to live in, and it's the 3rd best New York City neighborhood to raise a family in out of 227 New York City neighborhoods. There's 10 Marin Tapas, a convivial restaurant and bar that serves pan-Latin small plates, cocktails, and live music nights, open until 1 a.m. on the weekends. And Bill Botch Cafe is an Irish pub that offers music, theater, comedy, and poetry performances, open until 2 a.m. There's the Blackstone Bar and Grill. They serve pub favorites, draft brews, and cocktails in a wooden brick space with sports on TV, open until 4 a.m. on the weekends. Downey's Bar and Grill is open until 2 a.m. Parks in Riverdale include Riverdale Park. So this is a park alongside the Hudson River. It's about 1.5 miles long, and it's home to about 27 species of birds. There's Ewan Park, a park and picnic spot with dog-friendly areas, basketball courts, and playgrounds. Seton Park has athletic fields, courts, playgrounds, and dog-friendly areas. Tangent, but Riverdale is home to Manhattan College, which is a prestigious private Catholic university. Though ironic name, Manhattan College is in the Bronx. If you want to see some of the real estate options available in Riverdale, you can check out my Riverdale vlog. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 best Bronx neighborhoods for young professionals. So all these neighborhoods are amongst the top 90 best neighborhoods for young professionals in the entire New York City. So these neighborhoods are Port Morris, Fieldston, Woodlawn, Spuyten, Duyvil, and Riverdale. I gave y'all food, nightlife, and park options. 4 of the 5 neighborhoods you could say are either in the northern or western section of the Bronx, all of them except for Port Morris. So Port Morris, you could say, is in the southwestern or South Bronx, aka Sobro. So if you're from the Bronx or New York City in general, that Sobro name term is kind of funny and ironic when you think about, the South Bronx perceived reputation. How they all come up with a name that's trying to be similar to Soho, Manhattan. But that just goes to show you how things are changing. As I said before, and as I'll probably continue to say, out of all the New York City boroughs, I feel that the Bronx has the most potential for growth. So do it that with that information. So yes, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in the Bronx, New York, then subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in the Bronx. My name is Cornell Smith with eXp Realty. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making the move to the Bronx, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information in the description below so we help you make a smooth move to the Bronx. So there you have it. Those are the 5 best Bronx neighborhoods for young professionals. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.